This is Nebraska Farmcast, a production of the Center for Agricultural Profitability at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. I'm Ryan Evans. The University of Nebraska-Lincoln's Agricultural Budget Calculator program, known as ABC, is a free, web-based decision tool that helps users to develop farm enterprise budgets and much more. Developed in the Department of Agricultural Economics, the program continues to add features that assist producers and farm managers in determining their cost of production and projected cash and economic returns for farm or ranch enterprises. I'm here today with Larry Van Tassell, Department Head in Agricultural Economics and Director of UNL's Center for Agricultural Profitability. He'll tell us more about some of the ABC program's features and how it can provide robust and helpful information to users. And you can find out more about these features in a new article that he has co-written on our website at cap.unl.edu. Thanks for being here again, Larry.
It's my pleasure, Ryan.
So you've been very involved in the development of the Ag Budget Calculator program, and we've talked about it a number of times here on the podcast, but could you just start by giving a brief overview of the tool and explaining how it's designed to assist producers to be better positioned to be profitable?
Sure. In response to the call to increase farmers' financial expertise, we have been developing the Ag Budget Calculator, as you mentioned. And the purpose is to assist producers in developing enterprise budgets for each of their enterprises, or as some people refer to them, each of their cost centers. ABC is a user-friendly online budgeting system that provides break-even and enterprise cost and return metrics, which are useful in cost control and other management decision-making. Users can either develop their cost budgets from scratch, or they can upload one of the 70-plus University of Nebraska crop budgets and then customize those budgets to match their cropping practices.
And folks can find out more about the Ag Budget Calculator on our website. If you go to cap.unl.edu/ABC, there's also links to that and the tool itself in the new article that I mentioned that you've co-written on our website. And in that article, you discuss 11 specific areas in which the ABC program assists users by creating reports that can help guide their management decisions. So before we get into some of those, are there steps that ABC users should take first to prepare the program for generating all of these reports?
Yeah, that's a great question, Ryan. First, it is important for producers to remember that the more complete their financial reports are, the more informed their decisions can be. So before the decision-making capabilities of ABC can be accessed, the individual crop enterprise budgets must be completed. To do this, ABC guides the user through the process of identifying each field operation and the machinery and equipment, the inputs and the outputs associated with each of these field operations. Once this investment of time is complete, ABC creates the reports useful for decision-making with little effort on behalf of the user.
So can you describe some specific ways then that the Ag Budget Calculator program assists in informing users what is needed to cover operating and production costs?
Well, some of the basic pieces of information gained from the enterprise budgets are return over operating, return over ownership, and return over total costs, each on a per acre basis. Then, using the projected yield per acre, a break-even return that is required to cover costs, which can be figured on an economic basis, that's a basis which includes all opportunities costs, or on a cash basis, which including only those cash costs that have been expended. Break-evens are the foundational pieces of developing a marketing plan, as they tell the producer what commodity prices are required to cover the costs of production.
So what about the role that ABC can play in helping to plan for things like future input purchases and monthly labor costs?
A list of all the inputs required in the production processes, the associated expected quantities required, and the expected total price can all be printed from ABC. This report can be used by the producer then to procure the inputs required to produce the coming year's crop. And because the labor required in each field operation is identified While developing every base enterprise budget, ABC can print a labor table that identifies by field operation and crop the anticipated labor that will be required each month and the expected cost of that labor. This report can be used to ensure the farm labor supply is sufficient and properly allocated.
And I know there are some risk management elements built into the program too. So can you describe how ABC plays a role in helping users manage their potential risks?
Yeah, one of the interesting components of ABC is a risk management module that allows the user to view the yield or price risk exposure for corn and soybean production in their location. ABC allows the user to examine their risk exposure in combination with varying crop insurance coverage levels and costs. The next few months, we hope to be able to expand this beyond corn and soybean production into wheat production and other crops.
And can you describe how ABC can help inform users about their borrowing needs and cash flow needs, something important this time of year?
Yeah, it is. And because of the timing of each field operation is identified in ABC by the user, a report linking all input costs, including hired labor, by month can be produced. ABC then allows the user to easily move each input cost to the month that they anticipate making those purchases. After identifying the month when each commodity will be sold, a cash flow statement is ready then for management decision making and loan procurement.
Great. And as I mentioned, the program is continuing to grow and add new features all the time. Are there any other features that you want to highlight that are important here in the Ag Budget Calculator program before we go?
Yeah, Ryan, we have several reports that allow producers to see how sensitive their break-evens and net returns are to input cost changes and to commodity yields and prices. ABC users can also examine the relative profitability of all enterprises. A new module we are producing will allow producers to see what marginal productivity will be required when considering the addition of another unit of fertilizer given different input and output prices. And we will continue to add reports and analytics to aid producers in their management decisions in the coming months.
And again, if listeners want to find out more about the ABC program, check out cap.unl.edu/ABC, and you can find out about how you can sign up to use the program, and how UNL's crop budgets are integrated in there. There's also a schedule of upcoming training opportunities there as well to learn how to use the program. And you can find a new article, again, that Larry has co-authored about these 11 features of ABC on that website right now, too. So, Larry, I want to thank you very much for your time and the great info.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it.
Nebraska Farmcast is a production of the Center for Agricultural Profitability at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. For the latest research-based information and education resources to manage your farm or ranch operation, visit our website at cap.unl.edu. That's cap.unl.edu.